Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinkerer Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinkerer. Now, today, we're just coming in. It's our Friday night. My son has finally gone to bed, and I get to relax. It's been a long work week. I slept a large part of the day today. I'm not going to stay on too late tonight, but I did want to get on. I want to do some live gameplay where I've missed a little bit of time because I overslept and had to take care of him today. And it's great. I'm getting to finally spend some time with my son. It's nice to be able to do those things. You know, you work hard through the week. It's difficult. My Fridays, I'm pretty tired. You know, by the time I get him to school and get him back here, I'm lucky if I've had 3 or 4 hours of sleep a day most days this week. But I do get to spend time with him, and that's what's important. So I'm not going to stay up too late tonight because I want to spend time with him tomorrow. I want to take him up to a splash pad or, you know, go do some shopping. Just something for him for a little bit. Maybe take him up to Chuck E. Cheese, something. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and we'll get right into this kind of stuff. I'm going to wait for a couple people to hop in. I'll locate the global community here, let them know that we are now online and streaming. But by all means, it's good to see everybody. I've worked all week. Here's the weekend stuff. So we'll get to it. We'll go ahead and collect up these things here. We'll let global know what's going on. Oh, we lost the war. Oh, darn. I'm not happy with war. If you can't tell by the expression on my face, H4H is stupid. With Shang-Chi, it's stupid. You're looking at like a 375k H4H stomped a 700k plus symbiotes. It stomps 550k Secret Avengers or 550k X Factor, and apparently not everybody on my team decides they want to go and attack H4H. They just kind of let them sit there and then bypass them because they haven't built the stuff needed to kill them. So it's difficult sometimes when you have all these rooms done and there's just one room with one H4H team in it spread all around. I mean, that's what it looked like for 5 hours today. Couple of rooms with H4Hs in them, and you do your best you can, but they are ridiculous. Whatever they have done to Shang-Chi has made it to where, I mean, I will be pounding on Luke Cage because he has taunt up all the time. I get him down to red and he heals all the way back up to full. Get him down to red, heals all the way back up to full. I can't keep saying how much I hate H4H. It's stupid. It needs to stop being in existence. Or there needs to be an answer to be able to just kill them quickly. I'm tired of, you know, I get 2 or 3 teams that can probably get through them with extreme difficulty. You know, a 740k Infinity Watch is only able to get through like a 450 to 500k H4H. Really, guys? That's when you know that grouping is too OP. Just it's too OP. For 400,000 power difference, and I can't punch down. It's stupid. And if you have people who have whale money and they've just built them up to like 750 to 800k, you're not getting through it. So war's no fun. It's no fun at the level we're playing at. It's just, it does not exist at a good level for us to play at. So if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. That's how I'm looking at it from this point forward. Because there's no amount of strategy that I can do. There's no amount of guidance I can give my alliance. If you run into a Kraken alliance and every one of them has a 700k H4H, we're not going to win. We can't. It's impossible for us to win. So I don't worry about it. I slept instead. I needed to sleep. It was good. There we go. Unfavorite opinion there, but the Incredible Hulk movie, the good one, you know the one I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That one. With the Abomination in it and the little spark of interest in the leader to be coming later that they've never done anything with. You know, the Ed Norton one where it was good. Yeah, that one. I liked that one. I liked the Abomination fight. It's probably one of the longest fight scenes in the movies. The only other fight scene I like really better than that still involved the Hulk, and that was him versus the Hulkbuster. That was pretty good too. And him versus Thor. Pretty much every fight in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I've really enjoyed has been the Hulk beating up somebody or getting beat up. I mean, that's the way it goes. Hello, Upwardia. Hello. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Nice to see people hopping on. How you doing? Just chilling, letting Global know that I'm on right now. Trying to get in here and just, this is the Friday night chill. Just relaxing. Tired of wars right now, man. I'm tired of wars. They're so frustrating right now. Just, they're so frustrating. Either all 24 people in your alliance have to have like a 800k Infinity Watch to beat 500k H4Hs, and if you run into teams where every H4H is 700k or plus, you might as well just be like, yeah, I'm done. Just don't bother to waste your attacks. Just let them win, move on, go about it. Things are going pretty good. I mean, we lost war, we're at Plat 2, and then we're just kind of stuck. I mean, we're not going to advance really fast through Plat 2. We're just stuck. I mean, H4H is awful. But I hopped on tonight. I'm going to see, they said there was a new blog post up, so I'm going to read through that with you guys. See if there's things I like, see if there's things I don't like. Oh, community. Oh no, they started doing this stuff. What's in my unread? There's the blog post. Let me click at my rewards. Then we'll start hitting this blog. It's been a long week. I way overslept today. I did not mean to. I had my son after school. I mean, I'm the way my schedule works, and it's kind of weird. I work nights. I go pick up my son. I drop him off at school. He's only staying at school like a half a day right now. He was supposed to be there from 8 till 2:30, but because he has special needs and they're struggling with him a little bit, we decided to just do half a day. So I get sleep from like 8 till 11:30. I go pick him up at their lunchtime. That way I can make sure he has lunch. And so I'm getting 3 hours of sleep then. And then in the afternoon, he'll get home, and I mean, he's had medicine in him, it's time release stuff, so eventually around 1 or 2 o'clock, he gets tired and he takes a nap. And that's when I can take another little bit of a nap, and I get a couple hours of sleep, and then he's back up and awake again. So it's been rough. With the new characters, the ones that have just come out, Are you talking from? Give me a time frame, because I know there's after Silver Surfer, and I know a lot of people are talking like, um, even the Axemen right before it, Secret Avengers, um, the New Warriors, uh, Infinity Watch. These are things, but the new characters that are going to need improving quickly, from what I have seen in game, and this depends on you. It depends on how you play, okay, and what your interests are. If you are a war player, you are going to focus on building up Shang-Chi in your H4H, because it gives you that defensive Saber knocker that hopefully keeps your alliance down and get your wins. Um, if you're talking about on the Infinity Watch, the first one to build up is Gamora. She's your big damager. The next two, in my opinion, are Phyla-Vell and Nebula. Nebula because she's getting you your triple attacks. Phyla because she brings the heals to your group. Um, so, I mean, that's the order that I would do them in. Adam Warlock is really useful. Moondragon's kind of in my opinion. She's the one that I would replace if I was going to replace one with like Doom or somebody else like that. If you don't have Adam Warlock though, because he's the legendary and hard to get, you can put Doom in his place, and it works pretty well. But I would start with Gamora, then do Nebula and Phyla-Vell. I tried to balance them out when I leveled them up. I just shot Gamora up, and then I did Phyla-Vell and Nebula. Which I was already lucky, because I've had Nebula for like years, and she was already 7 stars and 6 reds, so it was really easy for Nebula to go up. For new players, that's the order I would go. If you're talking about just brand new characters to advance, I'm thinking I really have. I mean, I upgraded Deathpool because I just like Deathpool, and her kit seems amazing. But this new tandem, the tandem duo of freaking Cloak and Dagger, I think I've watched Cloak be used in a PvP setting, and he is absolutely amazing. I think you'll be able to get more benefit out of those two than if you focus on Shang-Chi. But like I said, it depends on what you're doing. I think this is going to be a solid Mystic team. So, I mean, I would sink into Cloak and Dagger. I would sink into Deathpool. I mean, Deathpool is amazing. I love my Deathpool character. I'll probably show some stuff on that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and we'll read this blog. That's what I'm going to get to. I love these blog posts, because they're so informative about non-percentage of the time. You get maybe like 20% of, oh, that's going to be interesting when it happens, and you just don't know when it's really going to ever happen. And it's just kind of weird. The Red Death. Alright, so they got Omega Red picture here. There are plenty of super soldiers on Strike's roster, but today you'll be meeting the Omega to rule them all, and your red letter day doesn't end there. As we've got an event on the way to restock your ISO 8 shelves, Blitz is combining light with darkness, a rookie legend making a return, and events to help you prepare for the battles ahead. Omega Red. Arkady Grigorievich Rozovich is a Russian mutant born with deadly mutant powers and an insatiable bloodlust. Arkady's mutant healing factor prevents him from dying, a detail that caught the attention of those running the Russian super soldier program. Arkady was forcibly experimented on and given cybernetic enhancements along with carbonadium tentacles within each of his arms. Thus, Omega Red was created. Omega Red's mutant powers endow him with superhuman strength, reflexes, and a healing factor. Omega Red has joined Wolverine on several missions as a part of a secret group of Weapon X soldiers. Omega Red is the legendary character for the Weapon X team. Okay, so it said legendary character. The team also includes Sabretooth and Wolverine, who will both receive reworks. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Sabretooth's going to finally, I mean, he's usable, but he's going to get a rework. He's a controller with extreme focus and health, both of which are further enhanced by way of his passive ability. Similar to how Adam Warlock introduced a new positive effect, Safeguard, Omega Red ushers in the new opposite negative effect, Trauma. which prevents debuffs from being removed or flipped. And adding to Omega Red's lethality is his ability to steal health and redistribute it to himself with all of his attacks, including ISO 8 bonus attacks. So what they just said there, including the ISO 8 bonus attacks. So if you make him a striker and he hits once, and then he hits again, ta-da! He gets to steal health twice. Crush the competition with Omega Red. I like Omega Red. He's a villain global mutant controller, Weapon X legendary. Alright. Carbonadium Lash. Attack the primary target for 320% damage. Steal 10% health from the primary target and redistribute to self. This bypasses heal block. Okay. So even if they have heal block on him, he's still going to heal. That's good. Increased duration of bleed, slow, and offense down on the primary target by 1. Okay. So he's going to extend bleed, slows, and offense down. He's going to gain health and do a shitload of damage, all with a basic attack. Seems pretty good. Special Coil Crush. Apply trauma and ability block to the primary target. Attack the primary and adjacent targets for 450% damage, steal 5% of each target's max health, and redistribute it to self. This bypasses heal block. Okay, this is going to be stupid in a raid. Steal 5% of each target's max health. Max health. Not what they have, what their max health is. So, if you're going to go into a Doom raid, this guy's going to be busted. Because everything in there has got health like 4 times what you have. Apply offense down to primary and adjacent targets. Apply speed up to self and all Weapon X allies. And it can't be blocked. Okay. His ultimate, Tentacle Onslaught. Flip all positive effects to negative effects for all enemies. Attack primary target for 430% damage. Apply ability block, slow, and heal block, and reduce speed bar by 10%. Attack all other enemies for 430% damage. Apply slow and heal block, reduce speed bar by 10%. Steal 10% health from all enemies and redistribute to self. This bypasses heal block. This attack redistributes a maximum of 50% of this character's max health. In war, apply trauma to all enemies. This attack cannot be blocked. Wow. Okay. Wow. Alright, that's a whole lot of life gain, flipping positives to negatives. I don't know if that will affect Infinity Watch. So now not only are you going to have H for H, but this Weapon X team, guess what? If you stick this in a war defense, how are you going to get through them? What are you going to be able to get through them with? I mean, they're just going to heal, revive, heal. You put a tank out there and a Minerva, and even if one of them dies, she'll bring him back. I mean, this is going to be like the old Wolverine bit, where it was like, I've got 3 healers with potential revives: Scientist Supreme, Minerva, Wolverine. They threw like Deadpool in because he would come back to life, and then they just threw like Shuri with extra heals in it. And the whole purpose of it was just keep everybody alive until Wolverine kills everybody. I mean, this is going to be an absolute killer for an H4H team. I mean, it will have to be. It's going to take all of their positives and kill them. But will you still be able to get enough damage before they heal right back up? I mean, otherwise it's just going to be a tit for tat. They'll heal back up, you'll steal their life, and heal yourself back up, and then you'll go back at it again. I mean, it's going to be kind of weird. The death factor. On spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all Weapon X allies. On turn, heal for 20% of this character's max health and gain 10% damage up to a maximum of 30%. When this character drops below 60% health, gain speed up and 2 death proof. Gain 50% max health. While any enemy has immunity, all Weapon X allies gain 40% crit chance. Okay. On spawn, if this character has 3 or more Weapon X allies, lower enemy damage by 15%. So 3 or more Weapon X. So we already know the Sabretooth and Wolverine are going to be in there. X23. She'd be the 3rd one, maybe. In war, fill speed bar by 15%. In war, on spawn, if this character has 4 or more Weapon X allies, apply trauma and heal block to all enemies. In war, on spawn, still 15% health. In war, gain 200% focus. In war, Weapon X allies gain 50% max health. And oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So what do we have to get him? Your first chance to recruit Omega Red is upcoming mythic legendary event, the Red Death. Join Omega Red and Nick Fury as they try to stop Baron Zemo from synthesizing the powerful elemental Carbonadium and using it to take over the world. Here are the minimum requirements to recruit Omega Red. Nick Fury, Winter Soldier, 3 Secret Avengers at 5 stars. So they're going with the Secret Avengers instead of the New Mystics. I had thought about this. I was really thinking that they were going to make it be around the Mystics, like Lady, Deathpool, Cloak, and Dagger, because they're brand new. But because they're brand new, they're still making some money off of them right now. And I just thought to myself, well, if you need a legend, like they're trying to focus on this, this is a legendary guy, right? So you need a legendary to take part in it. Well, Nick Fury is legendary. It just hit my radar, my mindset. Like earlier this week, I was thinking about it because I was talking. I think they'll make the Mystics the next one to go. That's what I was thinking, And then I thought, well, no, the last one required a legendary to get Adam Warlock, so they're going to try to keep that run going. So you've already got the Secret Avengers out there, kind of relatively new. Everybody focused on Cap Sam, but not a lot of people focused on Sharon Carter. Maria Hill was pretty good. People focused on her a little bit, but everybody sunk into Cap Sam. And you have to have Nick Fury, right? But this is going to be odd because they're making you bring Winter Soldier into the mix. You don't get Kestrel, but you get the Winter Soldier. So it's going to be... It'll be okay. I think this event will be pretty cool. So this is just to basically recruit him. Nick Fury at 5, Winter Soldier at 5, the Secret Avengers. So build your Secret Avengers up. The higher your Secret Avengers right now, boom. So if you're going to focus on anything for the next week or two, Secret Avengers. The character charge for Secret Avengers. What's up, Swole? Yeah, I was just reading Omega Red, and Omega Red is busted. I believe you are right. I think that he will end up being the guy that will kill Shang-Chi. But he's coming out real quick, so that's good. That means Shang-Chi and H4H might have a weakness within a few months. So I can last that long. I really can. I about wanted to bash my face into my keyboard earlier today because, well, wars are blowing. I hate when they create defensive teams that just kill stuff. Yeah, I mean, oh my God. So, you gotta get him, which means we have to really force ourselves to push, especially in our global block, push this right here. Winter Soldier, Nick Fury, Secret Avengers. It's also a way for them to get people interested in Nick Fury again, which this does suck. This is a money grab. They're going to push heavy buying Kree. Because guess what? You need the Kree to get Nick Fury. Okay, so they're going to push Kree, which doesn't sell, so that'll make money for them on the Kree. You'll have to get the Nick Fury event in, and then you're still going to have to, pay to get Secret Avengers up. Yep, I don't think I'm ready for 6. We'll see though. Let's see what I've got once I get done with this. The character charge for Secret Avengers will all be made available through additional methods in the near future, so they're coming. I mean, they've already done Cap Sam twice, or once, or whatever it was. After completing Tier 5, Tier 6 of the Red Death Legendary event will have no requirements. The requirement for Nick Fury, Winter Soldier, and the Secret Avengers for the final tiers are 6 stars, Gear Tier 13, ISO Class 4. So they're tying it to ISO class requirements. So if you want to get him to a 7-star, right, they're all going to have to be 7 stars, Gear Tier 14 with an ISO level 5. So go ahead and start putting them on there. I mean, this is the way to get through your H4H troubles. Unstable Elements, starting on September 22nd at 5 p.m. Don't miss the limited time opportunity to power up your teams by completing selected daily objectives. Here's how it works. Achieve an isotope breakthrough by earning limited time elemental particles. Event currency just by completing select daily objectives. You can find even more elemental particles via offers. So they're going to sell you these things too. Alright, so it's pretty cool. They say they're going to be farmable. They'll be releasing them as farmable stuff soon. That was listed just up here in the blog. So by other means, we'll refer to that. They're just saying the character shards for Secret Avengers will all be made available through additional methods in the near future. That means they'll come to stores, so expect one or more of them to go to the War Store. I thought about this earlier this week, and I was like, yeah, even if they did make it Mystics, and then you had to release more, and they weren't really farmable before then, so you had to sink a lot of money in it, it will still not be worth as much as if they take this old legendary Nick Fury and have you have to buy Kree. People will have to sink into Kree to get Nick Fury. And that's how they're going to really make their money. Yep, useless minions. Yep, it's the Kree minions, so they're useless. But you know what I'm saying? They're probably put offers. Here's 100 shards of each Kree minion for $50, and they'll sell a lot of them because people want to get to the Nick Fury just so they can get a 5-star unlock. I mean, they're gonna need him. If War right now, the way War is, and the way War sucks with H4H in it, this is the answer, and people will want it. Sorry, where were we at? Elemental Particles Event Store. Once you've earned your currency, head to the Limited Time Event Store to spend your Elemental Particles. There you can purchase T2 Blue and T1 Green ISO 8 directly in the supply section, as well as T2 and T1 Ion Orbs in the Orb section. Wow. You can get T2 Blue Particles. Okay, this Unstable Elements might not be bad. I need that. It's true, a lot of the free-to-play players. However, this allows people who have been free-to-play for a long time. Okay, this is upsetting free-to-play new players. All right, he has been around for forever, and people just didn't bother to build him up, don't want to build him up, didn't think he was going to be useful. The old school guys who had built everybody up in the sequence they went on, they have him. And for them, this is like, oh, this is cool. I finally get some benefit out of having my Nick Fury that I had 3 years ago. It's going to help me unlock this character maybe this first go-around, where everybody else gets to free to play it. Now, this is an unpopular opinion, but for the people who have played for 3 years, this is kind of like a nice little reward. And for the people who really want him, well, you can spend money, or there'll be events, I'm sure, before he comes out for you to get your Kree minions. Start farming him now. Go for it. You have all the time in the world to get a Kree minion to 5 stars. You know, I've been playing for 3 years. I'm happy that I have my Winter Soldier at 7. I'm happy that I have my Nick Fury at 7. I'm going to be just fine. One way or the other, I will be fine. If I feel like sinking some extra money into the Secret Avengers to get them above a 5-star, I might do that. But, I mean, other than that, I'm not super worried about it. I think it's going to be good. But the Unstable Element seems like it's going to be good. It's going to get you the blue ions and the blue ISO pieces that you need. I don't know whether the event itself will be good, but it's going to give you the opportunity to get what you want. Here's the returning legendary event. Adam Warlock is emerging from his cocoon for the return of his mythic legendary event, the Infinity Watch. So if you've boosted up your X Factor and Jubilee, you can upgrade him again. Upcoming blitzes. Rule the sea, light, and darkness with their upcoming blitzes, splashing your way first on September 20th. So it's going to be Namor. Alright, Namor's a useless character, so another useless blitz. But don't try off just yet, because on September 23rd, it's time to dive into the Luminous Blitz featuring Cloak and Dagger. There you go. So September 23rd, guys, Cloak and Dagger Blitz. The usual character shard rewards have been replaced by luminous credits. Those credits to open either the luminous cloak orb or the luminous dagger orb, each of which rewards 5 shards for the specific character. This will be the first of 2 runs of the Luminous Blitz. each rewarding Luminous credits, and each Blitz features the same number of character shards as typical character Blitzes. Alright, you get actually 25 from the milestones instead of 21, but you get to choose how many. So, instead of putting the 21 character shards, you're going to get enough orbs to get 25 character shards. So, there you go. But you get to pick which ones you want. You get to pick Cloak or you get to pick Dagger. So, there you go. That's actually slightly better. You don't get to see the rewards like, oh, there's my 21, ta-da! But you get 5 orbs, 25 shards, however you want to spend it. That's pretty cool. It's a nice new inventive technique. I don't think a lot of people will like it. It will get shit on. But, I mean, you're getting at least 4 more shards for what you're doing normally anyway. And you get to pick which one you want. So let's say you got really lucky in some orb openings and you have a big old freaking Cloak. Well, then you can just sink it all into Dagger. Or vice versa. Bonus and flash events. Now that Adam Warlock is on the way back, it's time to bolster your mutant investigators. On September 19th, don't miss the 2-Bit Detectives bonus event, which rewards double character shard payouts for X Factor characters from campaign nodes. Okay, this I think is already happened, right? Nope, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, okay. Then we transition from mutants to ninjas with the turn of the relic hunt. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're going to go back with the relic hunt. So that's hand. And that's until the next time. Good luck, Commanders. You know, I'm just saying that for me, Nick Fury is one of those guys that it's like, well, people are mad because they want you to get Nick Fury now to do this. Well, I mean, they wanted you to have Jubilee to get Adam Warlock. This guy's been legendary for forever. He's been there. But what should make them mad is because everybody who told them, and I mean me included, the fastest way to do this and legendaries you can bypass were stuff like, you didn't need to worry about Iron Man. You don't really need to worry about Nick Fury. You don't need to worry about Magneto. Pretty much all the legendaries, even Star-Lord's not really super useful anymore. I mean, there are keys to unlocking them and to having them, because as a character, as a player, I like to have all the characters. But, Nick Fury had some purposes. I mean, he was pretty useful back in the day. I mean, he's still a decently usable character now. Is he super useful? No. Is he in the meta? No. And what's happening is all the new players like, I don't want to have to go and backtrack to get this guy. Well, maybe you shouldn't just focus on making meta. See, that's the problem. That's all everybody's focusing on. They just want to focus on meta. They want to have the top and the best in this, but then they're missing out. This is a collector game. It's a collector game. Collect the tunes. Unlock the tunes. You don't have to have them all top 7 tier, whatever it is. But that's what it started out as, a collector tunes. And it's hard for me to say that, but I mean, I listen to a lot of them, and I listen on ways to advance, and I will tell people how you can advance faster, but they're throwing in these gimmicks now to where people are like, well, man, maybe I should have collected those old guys. So I think this is my opinion on this, and this is just my opinion. It's not a fact. I'm liking what they are doing. All right? Everybody's always complaining about how come we're taking all these brand new characters, and all you have to do is keep buying the brand new characters, and you never have to worry about, once you get them to 5 or 6 stars, you don't have to worry about any of the old stuff. Well, Scopely is finally using old stuff. So here people have complained for the longest time, well, how come we can't get these old characters that have been sitting in our roster up to par to do anything with? There you go. They just made Nick Fury something sought after again. They just made Winter Soldier something sought after again. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to incorporate older characters into newer content. Do they sometimes need reworking? Yes, because power creep. But that's what we asked for. That's what You can't have it both ways. You can't ask for that as a player and then be upset when, as a player, it happens. Okay, you can't. You know, we're like, well, our defenders are absolutely useless now, and guess what they've done? They've incorporated them into H4H and Shadowlands. So they took the old characters we had and they made them reviable. That's what we wanted as players. You can't be mad when, as a player base, that's what you wanted. I'm just saying. If you're out there and you're complaining about this, you're stupid, because you complained about it not existing. Now you're complaining about it existing. Don't do that. I've been mad a lot of times because I've had half of my roster sitting down doing not a damn thing, never being touched, never being looked at, never being used. They're trying to incorporate your full roster. So, yeah, it stings for people who have laser focused their roster and didn't have a big depth. But for the people who have a massive depth roster, like me, I mean, I'm never going to be a top 100 Alliance guy, but I have a big roster. Hey, the new tech villain team could have legendary use for Iron Man. I'm just saying, these are things that we as a community ask them to do. We want them to incorporate the older characters. We're getting it. So don't complain about it. You wanted it, we've got it. I've wanted it, we've got it. People like me that have, like Swole, who has a super focused roster, might be upset because he has to backtrack and sink into Kree. But people like me, who've just built up a big mass of tunes, I'm happy. I'm finally getting to use these guys that have been sitting on my roster doing nothing. Yeah, I'll have to sink a little into them to upgrade them. But that's nothing. I do that with every new character that comes out. And I'm sorry if my opinion's not popular on that, but I mean, that's how I'm feeling. You can't ask for stuff to be there and then be upset about it. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's right. I mean, if you're like me, Swole is just focused. I like to focus on raids, building up raid characters, and just, I'm not hardcore, but I like to raid. War is the secondary aspect because it gets me the best additional pull for my stuff. Right? So, I'm focused on raid, and then I'm focused on war. And then, Blitz and whatever, and I do PvP because I like PvP. It's my niche. I've enjoyed it, but, I haven't really focused my PvP roster. I just do it because it's something fun and entertaining. But raids and war are the key benefits. And everybody's all war happy because you get to see your little icon. See this little thing right here? Our little icons? That's what everybody focuses on. They don't give two shits about war or war characters. They want to have a higher rating, so they'll just bounce up through and to wherever. And just like Swole said right here, new players can just buy their way in catch-up mechanics to the top tier stuff. You can buy Infinity Watch, you can buy this, you can buy that. Well, people like me, who have Nick Fury, and who have freaking Winter Soldier, guess what? Good on us. Bad for you new players. Guess what you'll have to do? Sink some more money into it if you want to do this. That's what you're doing with everything else. That sounds cold, but that's what happens. Oh yeah, I got a deep roster. My roster is huge. Let's see here. If you look at my roster right now, we'll go here to the locked characters. Hey, I have none. I can't select it. I have every character in the game. Every character. I have nobody that's not unlocked. Look, here we go. There's no hidden gems. I have a depth of roster that is amazing. Now let's see here. If we go through here and we go down here, like here's my Nick Fury's at 7 stars, 4 reds. He's tier 13. I'm going to pump him up to level 80 because I was on my way to do that anyway. Yeah, but I mean, that's what we hear. We hear a lot of people saying that they're going to be mad. I mean, Reddit's not liking it. That's what it all started about. You started out with like very few characters. When I first started, there was maybe 60 characters. 60 characters. They wanted it to be a raid and some blitzing, some campaign modes. That's all there was. There was no war, there was no RTA, there was no PvP. And then they decided to do war. And then once they had war, where it was groups versus groups, then it's like, oh well, maybe people want to just do PvP. And I think when you take something that's one way, and then all of a sudden, I know why they do it. They incorporate other stuff into it to where they can pull in some extra money from here and some extra money from there. But when they do that, they start ruining the game. Man, I can't spell. Store releases. Store releases. Right? And I mean, the efforts we put in, don't get me wrong, I know, Swole, you have swelled up since you joined this other group. I mean, you're getting a whole lot more blues, and you've made your roster massive based off of this. But for the average player base, and this is what we need to focus on, the average player base, they're more like, I'm sorry to say this, they're more like me. You know, I mean, I consider myself on the average player level. I blitz a couple of times when I can. I'm not pulling 40 million in a blitz. I'm pulling maybe 10 to 12 million if I push hard on a blitz, and that's for me. I'm not ever going to be joining a top 100 alliance. If this alliance gets there because enough people quit, great. But you know, that sucks because we'll be stuck in that hell circle. But I want to. I don't look at I want the most resources. I want progression. Slow progression, moderate progression, just progression with people that I enjoy playing the game with. Not like, oh, you have to log in at 8, you have to do this. That to me is not enjoyable. That's a job. And if I'm not getting paid to do stuff like that, then I'm not going to do that. The game's supposed to be fun. That's why I'm here to do that. Speaking of which, I need to get in here and actually play. That's what I came on to do, play. I've been talking about blog stuff. I've not been focusing on any of this other stuff. Let's see here. We are going to go right over here and we're going to... Let's see here. We're going to find some Nick Fury gear. How about that? I need some of those. Let's go find some of those. I haven't opened any of those. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to open. I guess that is the one I wanted to open. You have the full new heroes team ready to go? Oh, you mean the new warriors, right? I like the new warriors. Let's see what we can get here. Not getting what I need. Not gonna waste that. I don't want to spend money on those. Really? That's the only place to get that? That's crazy. Yeah, I unlocked her today. I haven't sunk anything into her, so that's going to be... Dagger will be my new go-to here. So that's ready. That's ready. That's ready. So this is all I'm missing, really? This sucks. I gotta have 15 of them, huh? Well, let's shoot for the stars. Oh, dude, they're gonna be busted. I know they're gonna be busted. We can show that stuff off tomorrow. Tomorrow is PvP night. Well, I got 3, so I can make 2 parts of those gear. We will do a show tomorrow. I'm trying to keep PvP stuff down to the PvP days. Not because I don't like... Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a super fan of PvP. But, I mean, I like PvP. I'm just not... Like, Maddie's all about PvP. Crazy about PvP. I'm more like a... I'm in PvP. Alright. Alright, so now I'm sunk on that one. Let's go check Secret Avengers, see how far down I am. Now, I do find it a little odd that they don't let Kestrel be involved in this. They're just going straight with... what was I thinking about? Winter Soldier. I lost my train of thought. Might as well start upgrading your Secret Avengers. Well, today I didn't log in at all. Well, I did earlier this morning. Like after I got off work and I got home, I logged in and I ran my routes. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm good. But it's just been crazy hectic. My work schedule, my sleep schedule. I'm just going to start farming the gear because, well, we need the gear. I want that outfit, but I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, I bought an offer for each a cloak and a dagger, and that's all I can afford. I consider that my massive splurge. You know, and I didn't even buy the original Cloak offer, the 55 and however many shards, because by the time I got money in my account to purchase it, they only had the, like, here's 19.99 one. So I guess I bought 2 offers of that. You know, did I buy 2 or did I buy 3? I think I only bought 2 out of the 3. I bought 2 out of the 3, so I spent 40 on him and 50 on her. Yeah, just for that piece of gear, man. Just for that one piece of gear. So let's see here. She's at 5. He's at 5. She's at. So I'm gonna get my 5-star unlock. So I'm good on my 5 stars. All right. So here we go, guys. I'll be right back. I've had a little too much to drink. Not alcohol, just. Okay, I'm back. Hey, okay then. Well, let me put this up in global, and what we'll do is you can take mystics, right? I'm assuming you're going to take Deathpool, Cloak, Dagger, Doom, Silver Surfer. Is that the 5 you're wanting to take? And I'll put up H4H. I mean, your team's probably way higher than mine is, but I'll throw in my H4H because that's what we're seeing in war, like 700k teams getting trounced by 450k H4H, and we'll let it go. And see if that group absolutely dead stomps them. 15s, I'll take a look here in a minute. But if that team dead stomps them, then we know that might potentially be a good team. Let me take a look here real quick. Here's my roster. Oops. We're wanting to go by gear tier. Alright. I know that these guys here are 15s. He's not. The top 5 here are 15s. And then we've got, so there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Nope, I've got 36. I've got 36. So, I've got 36 T15s. I think, sure, yep, that's the last one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, and then the 5 up top. 36. I've got 36 total. I have several T14s, but, you know. Alright, we'll give them a few minutes. We'll see how many people pop in. If you're wanting to watch that, pop in and just give us a heads up. Let us know. In the meantime, I'm going to work on some of these ISOs and ISOs and ISOs. So how many of these do we need? We need like, what, 75,000 to get the costume? Let's check out their offers here on it. Right. Well, there's Polaris. There's Maria Hill. So $60 would get me pretty close on Maria Hill. Alright, here's 4,000 of these, right? Gold phase bits. What's the gold phase bit for? Is that Shang-Chi? I've already unlocked Shang-Chi. $3 for almost 1,000. So 4,000 will cost you $12, right? Yeah. See if there's anything else super useful here. So Maria Hill would be the one I'd have to sink into. And these, I think this is absolutely useful if you're trying to level in advance. Ta-da! That's good. This is good. This is great. I don't like the $24.99 price tag on it, because that sucks. It's like $25, but 3,000 energy, that goes a long way towards advancement. Believe it or not. I mean, it doesn't seem like it does when you look over here and you're like, oh, I need to get to 600,000, and I've at 500, I've got to get 27.5 more, but you get 3,000. You know, I mean, it's going to take a long time, but you know, it's still better than nothing. Get off Global. What do I need to get off? All right, so we can throw this up. Let's check it out. Go ahead, Swole. I'll take the look. All right, Swole. Whenever you're ready, buddy. I want to go watch the Shang-Chi movie. I have not watched it yet. Getting tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I slept all day. I don't think I'm tired. I just think I'm lazy. I'm gonna call it. I'm lazy. Ta-da! Sure, I'll just wait, I guess. Time to start building up a stock of red stars. There we go, some Maria Hill, liking those. Keep giving me more of those, I'm fine with that. By the way, I upgraded my Ultron, got him to its second red, so I'm happy with that one. I think I might try for this next, just because I think its 6 red star ultimates will still be nice. I mean, maybe not the best idea, but still nice. Oh man, after this event, I'm 1 gold away from a 150. Oh, that's crazy. Now, I've got a 5 red dagger, so I'm just stopping. I think that's about the best I can get right now. Which sucks, because, I mean, I want to get more. I want to be able to go in here, and I want to get 1 more of these, at least. That way, if I get a duplicate, I'm going to get a 7 star of something. You know, it's all random, but it's a 7. And I'm so close. I've not ever opened a 7 red star orb. I don't think. Maybe one. Maybe one. But I think it was one that I had to buy. It's like $35 for one, or $50 for one, or $75 for one, whatever it was. And let me buy one. But I mean, other than that, I haven't bought one, or I haven't just earned enough to open one. It was like you had to buy it. This would be the first time I will have earned enough to open a 7 red star. How about that? The Kid Mac giving me some troubles, some problems. So now that we know what we need to work on, gonna have to get that gold. Gonna have to get some gold. I'm being cruel to this person. I shouldn't be so cruel. I need to turn on some music. How about that? Music is always better. Been too quiet. Alright, let's see here. I have to do some rating. So we're going to go do some rating. It's like with Maria Hill and Nick Fury, it's instant battle army. It's like turn 2, you now have 5 extra minions on the field. That gives you like a 10 to 5 advantage most times. That's crazy. By the way, guys, I passed the, what was it, 1,260 day mark? It's a lot of days. A lot of days. I got 3 Hulk shards for that, so just let you know. It was worth it. So worth it. 3 Hulk shards. Yeah. Made me smile. It's like, oh look, I got Hulks that are useless to me now. Who else still on? Is it just me and you, Aqua? Wow. Hopefully the stream didn't freeze. Did the stream freeze? Are people still watching me? It was just so quiet. Okay, as long as it didn't freeze, I was like, man, nobody said anything for a while. By the way, that's what I use. It's my emulator of choice right now. I'm using BlueStacks. I have heard if I drop it down to a 64-bit, I could play Marvel Future Revolution on here as well. I may try to do that, but for right now, I'm just using BlueStacks, and it does really well. You can play Marvel Strike Force on your computer. So you don't have to use your phone, don't have to use a tablet. You can just get on the computer at home, and voila. And it's synced up to my phone, so everything I do on here still registers to my phone. I mean, you could have created a separate account, so you could have 2 accounts if you want, but there weren't no need. Gonna burn out my energies. That way when I wake up in the morning, I can start fresh again. Alright, so if you've seen my pick, it's Apocalypse. If those you don't know, this is a guy I really want to get in here faster than I mean, we're getting Dormammu. I hope we're getting Apocalypse. I've heard rumors. I don't trust rumors, so I'll believe it when I see it. Kind of like I was like, oh, Omega Red's coming? Yeah, sure. Maybe sometime in the future. And now he's here. It's only taken like 6 or 7 months. So, you know, that's how it rolls around here. Oh, great. He revived. He revived. Oh, no. Yeah, the Omega Red is definitely looking like he'll be worth the wait. He is going to be the extreme counter, so people are not going to be waiting for him to get here fast enough. You know, they're going to be like, hurry up, bring him, let's go. So, I wish it was quicker. I just want to be able to get through H4H without having to use one team and then try to mock together a team that can get through it. And then just, they don't. Oh, are we on the 4.3 or just the 4.2? We are on 4.3. Okay, that's why it's a little bit more difficult. I was wondering. Omega Red was badass in the comic books. I remember when he first came out. Like an old Wolverine comic book. It's wonderful. Amazing. Was it Wolverine or was it X-Force? He was in one of the early runs with those. Well, it would be like a mid-level Wolverine, but an early X-Force. Let's see here. I'm starting to get sleepy. Oh. Oh. One freaking red health bar. One red health bar. That's what I get for not having a souped up. Oh, that's all my energy for this round. Okay, well, I'll just wait there. We'll get close enough to get to the 30%. That's all I'm worried about. I wish I would have bought those 2 Surfer offers because I'm really close. I'm 14 shards away. That's like one more cycle, and if I would have bought that Silver Surfer order, if I would have had the money, I would have had him at 7 stars. Oh, pain in the butt. But I didn't value him that high. What was it, like $35 for that? $35 for 50 Surfer Shards when they were selling him for 50 shards for $19.99 when it first came out. Alright, so we're stuck on skill. We're going to get through the skill node. This is the classic skill team I've been using. Okay, question. Do you like Gamora with the mask, or original with the mask, or with the ponytail? Let me know, because I'm kind of torn. I like the mask, but I mean, I kind of like the ponytail look too. Yeah, it was $35 for 50 shards, and you got like 2 orbs, like a legacy orb or something, and then a training module orb, and then like some gear pieces, like 5 pieces of gear each or something, or maybe it was 5 pieces of each of his gear that you needed. Either way, it wasn't very, very great. I think he took out Maul, which is nice. That means I don't have to worry about their healing. Whoever attacked this first. Well, that was one of the few skins that I liked them having. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll get that. And with just the slight addition more, you got the mask variant too. So I was like, I'll just take them both. But I mean, so far I've just kept her in the mask. So you think she looks more badass with the ponytail? I might swap mine around to the ponytail look, man. Alright, time to focus on Mr. Fantastic. Yes, for those of you, this is one... Everybody's like, oh, why don't you focus on She-Hulk? Isn't she more... Okay, when you look at the overall powers, Mr. Fantastic, even though he is the worst out of the characters, his ability gives extra attacks to Fantastic Four Namors and She-Hulks. So, you don't want the extra attacks. I mean, it's like it's extra charge. It's like having Gamora on the field and having Nebula. Even though Gamora does more damage, typically you're going to go after Nebula first, just to get rid of the 3 attacks. Or Phyla to keep them from being able to heal up. Phyla is my first target to get rid of the health. And then the extra attacks in Nebula. Wonder if my Adam Warlock is jacked up. This is like, I didn't think they killed him, and even if they had, well, I don't have Adam Warlock. I just had Moon Knight in this one. Yeah, she's weak. She would die. Alright, let's get rid of Mystique. My Kestrel is pretty big. I like my Kestrel. I wish I could get the 7th star on her. Alright, tunes to advance as quickly as possible in the game, if you have them. Kestrel, Doom, Silver Surfer. Gamora is really big for your Infinity Watch. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and with the Mystics, right now, the way the Mystics are, Cloak and Deathpool. Cloak's abilities are busted. They are broken. So much craziness going on. Dagger maybe too. I mean, I haven't put anything into them, but she's huge. I mean, I think it's like the Dad Bros tandem, but worse. Let's see if we can get these tech nodes knocked out of the way for my peeps. And then we have Mystics, right? That's the next one after that. And then in the morning, we'll see where we're at, and then maybe we'll finish out this lane. I didn't finish it out yesterday because, like I said, I slept. I was off kilter. I wasn't focused on everything I should have been focused on. Yeah, every new character is going to be important. I like the concepts. I think now I think even now it's going to be a little bit awkward for me saying this, and I'm sure it'll be held against me, right? But with Secret Avengers being the next plug for legendaries, how many people do you think are going to kind of skip out on Mystics? You know, let's not spend so much on Mystics. Let's rebuy the Secret Avengers stuff. I mean, it's tough because people have limited funds, limited resources. They're not going to go stupid crazy, right? So they have to limit their spending. I mean, unless you're a whale and don't have to worry about it at all, you know, you just got an unlimited value of money and you don't care. Like if I have $100 a month that I could spend on this game, which that's a lot in my opinion. If people are spending $1,200 on a game in a year, that's a lot. You know, think about that. You could buy a PlayStation 5 right now and a couple of games and an extra controller for that. You could buy a brand new Switch and it's crazy. Man, I'm out of drink. I will be right back. I'll go ahead and launch this and I will be right with you while it's loading. Alright. But I mean, for those of you watching my gameplay, you can take a look at the characters I've got built up and how easily or even not so easily some of these get rid of mechanics are. I mean, if you're watching me play and watching the gameplay, the footage, which you can rewatch at your leisure, you'll know that this stuff is crazy. Some of these things that you just build up and then it's instantly, I'm good at the game now. You know, I could be a brand new player, but if I build Kestrel and Doom and, you know, work towards Ultron at some point in time, I have a tech team. I think the tech villains are going to be kind of busted. I do think they're going to be really strong, but that's nothing new. I mean, and right now, like everybody's talking about, it's pre-Silver Surfer and after Silver Surfer. So, I mean, I keep messing with my freaking Ultron. That's annoying. Well, they set the whole game up around that. I mean, it's like their goal is to buy the new characters, and a lot of people, like you were talking about earlier, they're getting a little mad because, hey, we're going back to a Nick Fury. And I'm like, hey, that's great. I have Nick Fury. We're using the Winter Soldier. Oh, that's great too. I've got the Winter Soldier. So, I mean, for me, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, I don't have to spend anything else on anything extra. All right. We get to go through one more node. Let's see if we can take out this node one shot. I doubt it. I always time out. And sometimes, depending on RNG, I just die. I died in it the other day, but I also tried to just run it auto too. I put it on auto thinking, surely I can run it auto now. And no. Auto is bad. Just saying, auto is bad. Try to take out Doom and the Falcon behind him with a bunch of blowback damage. There we go. I got him without having to target him. That's good. And then as soon as I can get Doom down, I start focusing on the Black Bolts or Doc Ock. Black Bolt, this first Black Bolt, and then I try to get the Doc Ock. That way I don't have the splash damage from like the Doom bots blowing up and all that, which is going to happen and probably take me out because this Black Bolt's busted. Not having all my specials up front kind of hurt. Just taken care of. Boom. Since I didn't get Doom down, I'm going to go ahead and try to focus on Black Bolt here. See if we can at least get one Black Bolt out of the way. There's 3, I think, total in this whole node. I think most of you are probably running it by now. Now we want to definitely make sure we hit Doom. before the Doombots go silly. Now we try to take out this Doombot just to get that extra heals. You know, anytime something dies, it's always good. Especially with Minerva on the field. Now let's work on the Doc Ock. That way we get rid of the predominant heal aspect. And there goes the Minerva. Glad I've got my Doc Ock as a backup healer. There's the Black Bolt. This is where it starts going south for me normally. This like third or fourth wave, whatever this is. You get double Black Bolts out there, plus that crystal, and you're just like, oh, it's not going very well. Let's see what we get here. Let's go ahead and try to take out a crystal here. That helps. Everything else being down and dead is good. Yep, timed out. That's rough. That's normally where I end up at. I get about 3 or 4 characters left, and then I run out of time. I know there's ways to do it where you don't have to worry about it, but I'll spend my 50 cores to finish it out. Let me heal. We'll knock this out, and then it'll be good to go on the next round. I have done this without Minerva, and I put in the Nebula because of her abilities, because I got like 3 strikers on the team. Which, that sucks, I don't have any raiders on the team currently. It's like 3 strikers and 2 healers. I think maybe I need to either drop Doc Ock or drop Minerva. I'm not sure. Now let's keep him slowed. Well, I walked out with 4 characters at full. My Ultron's the sacrificial lamb, like every time. Black Bolt versus Ultron, Ultron loses. But I built him up. I got him up there, so I'm running with him. I don't know if there's another tech guy that I would rather have right now. I mean, I don't know. I got a little bit of time before I get any more energy for that. This might be the time to cut down this stream for the evening. That'll put me at 20,000 bits, huh? I'm over 21. Okay, I'm at 21,000. I think we need 75, so I've got a long way to go. How's the scoring in this? War, raid, and arena, huh? Let me go do some arenas. I've got 6 new challenges, too. Let's rack up some of this gear. I love how everything's just push buttons. I mean, it's not like I'm actually partaking of anything. It's just push buttons. Get through it as fast as I can so that I can spend time doing other stuff. And rack up my gear. That's going to be rough. I've been having a hard time staying in the underneath the hundreds here recently. And it's just, simply put, guys, I don't get on it. My new job's kind of killing me. But this Friday from 12 to 2 seems pretty good for me. I've enjoyed this kind of a time slot. And then I can still get plenty of sleep. Be up in the morning when he gets up about 8 or 9. And enjoy my day. I do want to go do something fun with him tomorrow. I just don't know what. If I thought he would sit through Shang-Chi, I would take him to watch that. But I know he won't. The last time I tried to watch a movie, we went to the drive-ins, and there was The Boss Baby back in business, and Fast 9, I guess is the newest one, or whatever it was. And he made it through like an hour and a half of the Boss Baby movie, and then he wanted to leave. So there was like 15 minutes left, or 20 minutes left maybe, of the Boss Baby movie, and then he just wanted to go. So I didn't even get to watch the Fast 9. I was hoping he would watch it and then just get kind of tired and bored and go to sleep, you know, kind of at the end. But, no. Alright, she's down. Now let's focus on Nebula. I have an itchy nose, man. I think I got a nose hair or something growing weird. I know that's disgusting for you guys out there, but I mean, you know, I've got this little mustache going and it's just tickling. The new job, I'm around a lot of wood dust and pulp and stuff like that too, so that's kind of a little odd. Maybe that's what I'm getting in there is making me sneezy a little bit. Oh, I should have just used his upgrade. Alright, I've got a slight advantage, so I need to get my heals from Philavel kicking here. Let's start taking out these people. Here goes Gamora. She'll come back alive, and then we'll get the counterattacks up on everybody. There we go. Yeah, and I mean, I'll try to get more of these down. But tomorrow, I don't know. What should I do? I know he loves to go play at the splash pads, but I also have passes to Dollywood. I would like to take him up there and let him ride some rides and maybe do a log flume ride or something like that. Dollywood's not exactly great. It's not a good ride park. It's more like a old country show and display, and they've got leather works and metal works and glass works, and you can buy jams and jellies and good foods. But I mean, they do have a decent little kid section there, and he plays there. And they do have a log flume ride and a river rampage, and I think he might like some of those. I don't know. Yep, that's my tactic every time. Let's try to move down just a little bit further. Get my at least two out of the way and get my thing done. But that's how I go every day. And that was a punch up, just like a minor punch up, like 50K. I've gone up to like a 700K punch up, or not 700K punch up, but like a 100K punch up, and been just fine. Now it's like an hour and a half drive, and they open at like 10 in the morning. So if we woke up about 8 or 8:30, we could start our drive up there and be up there in time to park and go to lunch and then start riding rides. I bet he would have fun doing that tomorrow. I know I sound pretty weird. It's like a guy that's just basing his life around his kids, but that's important to me right now. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I miss. I gotta be honest. I miss my wife. I'm not gonna lie. I miss having a person around to talk to that is an adult and watch adult shows, things like that, and just have adult companionship. But she's gone. I have to accept that and deal with just being with me and my son. If I find somebody in the future, great. If I don't, well, that works too. I've been alone for a while. It's not a big deal. And it's hard to say that. I will date this, though. This is 9/18/21. So, I mean, if I do happen to find a beautiful woman in the future and she happens to watch this stuff on YouTube and hears me saying, "Oh, I miss my wife," well, guess what? It's 9/18/2021. So, I mean, by the time I find somebody else, it will probably be like, I'll be 50. So, don't worry about it. Like 5 years from now. And this right here is my true normal attack pattern. I go Phyla, then I go Nebula, and then I'll go Gamora. The last one I was just trying it to see if I could get him out of the way faster and make it easier. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Yeah, I want him to be happy. I mean, I think I might try to do an extra stream this coming week, like maybe early or something, and do a Bendy the Ink Machine. I really want to do that for him because he does love Bendy the Ink Machine, and I think that would be a good thing to do. Maybe do like a little 4-part live stream series or something, and then just put it up there because I know he loves Bendy the Ink Machine. There we go. There's 2 down. That's moving me up a little bit. I'll try to get back down to below 50s again. I haven't really felt like pushing too hard here lately. What Blitz is up right now? Quantum Snare. Let's do that. That's gold. And then after this, I'll be able to go to bed. It's pretty sad when I'm more interested in this, not for the points or the scores or the ghost shards, because my ghost is 7 stars, so I mean they don't really do me any good. It's just I want the gold. I want the gold. It's like 500k worth of gold, maybe, I think, something like that. Just want the gold. Getting close, getting close. Yeah, today has been one of those days where it's just I feel like I've been trying to just catch up on the sleep I've missed through the work week. That 4 to 5 hours of sleep a day is just, it's gets you. Today when I've been off, it's just tiresome. But the good news is I have my weekend time. I get tonight, which my son's asleep. He's enjoying his time with me. It's been amazing. Alright, I got 750,000 in 16 teams. That's pretty good for me. Normally it takes me like 17 or 18. Yeah, I do like the raid revives. I mean, that's nice to have too, but I mean, I just wanted the gold. I really just want the gold. And then I'm going to go over here and we're going to, you know what, I'm going to start sinking a little into the new warriors too while I'm at it. Alright, so what are the ISOs for Cloak and Dagger? Does anybody really know? Off the top of my head, I don't really know. They could potentially all be your striker teams because you're getting extra attacks and bonuses. Could you imagine yet another all-striker team when you're just adding extra guys in to do additional stuff, and that's what you make your skirmishers and fortifiers or whatever it is you want? Because she's a striker, so one of them's going to have to probably be a skirmisher, and the other one can be a striker. I'll figure that out as I go, I guess. Can always put that up on the new it's because they're brand new. I haven't seen it used a lot yet, so we'll figure it out. Hell, let's just ask in Global. Let's see if somebody knows. And I mean, I won't be 100% trustworthy of just Global right away. I will do my own research and get back to people too. I'm sure Swole has a section somewhere, and I will double check and make sure. And tomorrow when I get back on for PvP night, I will let y'all know. If we're not exhausted. I plan on having some fun tomorrow. I have not gone out and had fun with my kid in a little while. It's been a hot minute. He's all about his Lego Marios and Lego Luigis, and it's just been crazy. Matter of fact, while we're sitting here chilling, let's see what we've got. Well, I don't want to watch another video on it right now because I'm in the middle of this. Yeah, I'll have to check infographics. I mean, we'll have to find some stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go have fun with him and then get on night time with you guys. Do wax strips PvP challenge tomorrow night. So I have wax strips, and what will happen is if I lose, the winner picks a place on my body, not from here to here or any genital region because I can't put that on YouTube. And then we'll go from there. They get to pick a body part and the hair gets removed. So that's tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm thinking Skirmisher on Cloak too. I like that concept. But Raider provides the extra focus, right? No, Skirmisher provides the extra focus, so you need the focus. Raider provides the extra crit, right? So I'm thinking, like you said, Raider might be good, but Striker, so you're getting like triple attacks. Like if he attacks, and then she attacks, and then she attacks again, or she does a basic attack as a Striker, and then he gets to do his joint attack, and then she still gets to finish up with Striker. It might be something worthwhile. Oh yeah, rest and pick the armpits. Oh yeah, yeah. we can throw that up in the new. Yes, it is. That's great. There will be a team that can kill H4H, and then we can save Infinity Watch for something else. So, right now, let's see here. If I was going to buy something right now, like if I went in here, other than gold, which they never have good gold deals. Alright. So, right now, as we go through this, into the offers, not going to help me. And I can farm her. She has a node. No reason to spend. If you didn't get a good red star pull on Dagger, this might be something I would try. This, I did purchase one of these because I had no red stars on Dagger at all. None. Zip, zero, zilch. Not a damn thing off of the ones I had saved. So this was the only thing that was up at the time. So I was like, I've got to get some red stars. And I did this. And boom. There it is. This is one that I am tempted to buy. Because that puts me... what is that? 34 shards short of a 6-star Maria Hill. Well, I need the extra Cloak. I only have a 2 red star on Cloak. And I wanted to get one or the other high, and then I can focus energy into the other one. I have... This is my goal, right? I was taking a look at it, and I have silver promotion credits, right? I have enough to get a character from 3 to 4 to 5, and then another character to 5. And when I looked at what I have over here for my new Mystics, or new Warriors, so I could take him, or him, or sorry, her or him. She's already a 5 red. This was one I was going to sink into to get them up in reds. So 50 and then 150. And then this would be another 50 and 150. So that's 400 right there. Plus whatever that is, like what, 25. So then 425, right? Yeah. What's the oh no for? Yeah, they look crappy, don't they? They're low. But I'm sitting on the silver promotions. So as soon as they go into the stores, I'll have enough. And I can take them all to 5 reds. Yeah. I can take them all to 5. I'm planning the Mystics. I don't know yet. I kind of want to push Deathpool, but I don't know. You know? I don't really have to. I mean, Doom's not viable with the gold. Maul and Thanos plus the new heroes. You don't like the Doom and Surfer because of the Mystics? I figured they would be better. Do they just not pair well with it or clinch well with it? What about like Surfer and Maul? Maybe take Doom out of the equation. That's interesting to know. So the double battery mechanic. So it's pretty much replacing the... So what I had before, when I was calling it the double battery mechanic, all they're taking out, instead of running Kestrel and Doom, or what was it, Doom and... Who did I have? I had Doom, Thanos, Maul, Deathpool, and Surfer, right? So just take out the Surfer and the Doom. I mean, Surfer and Doom with the Thanos, Maul, and Deathpool were really good. But now, just use Cloak and Dagger in place of Doom and Silver Surfer. Okay, I mean that makes sense. It's like you're getting the double energy mechanics and a lot of energy being spread around, and they'll just be able to go off multiple times. So I mean, that'll be great. Yeah, I mean, Thanos and Maul are just an extra battery enhancement with the defense down, offense up tool thrown in. But I mean, that was the whole premise before when you had the double battery, was you were just feeding energy to Silver Surfer and Doom. But now with Cloak and Dagger in the mix, that saves you Silver Surfer and Doom for other teams. But then you kind of lose your BO in war anyway. That's pretty cool. That'll give me a 30th team to build here. Let's go over and we'll check Blitz. Alright, so what I was running before was this Doom. And then I had Thanos. And then we had... We'll just go over here. I'll do Mystics. Then I had Deathpool, Maul, and Surfer. So now if I take out Doom and Surfer, right? This is one that I had saved. Do I get an extra slot? This is like my current tech or Mystic team when I go into the Doom raids. Yeah, I mean this is a double battery mechanic, but then you take him out, and you're saying we just put in Cloak and Dagger. Cloak in the center, Dagger on the ends probably, like this. We'll save that. Yep. Thanos in the middle. Thanos in the middle. And you want Cloak and Dagger in the back? Okay. So you're just not feeding a lot of energy to Maul. Why wouldn't you want to feed more energy to Maul? He's going to give you the defense down and offense ups. Okay. I mean, the way I was doing it before, I just had the 2 battery guys in the back and then the 3 that I wanted up in the front. Sweet. I'll save this version then. We'll just try that sometime. I think I saved it twice, right? So I'll get rid of that one, and that'll put me down at 30. That's what I'm getting ready to do. I guess it helps if I take the sim off, right? So this is the buildup you've got going. I mean, it seems like it's going to work. Yeah, I mean, but the same kind of interaction I had with this team build up. Let's find a hard team or harder team. I'll go with that one. At least that's got Zemo and Sinister in it. It's still battery feeding, but I mean, it's just going to feed straight to the front row, like every time. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry on this one here. My 14K Dagger died, so that's my bad. There we go. Now I'm down to 30 teams. That'll be good. Yeah, I mean, I can't help it. She's only like 12K. I mean, we'll try to get symbiotes. We'll see what happens. I don't know. That Doom Surfer combo seems really good with mine. That Doom goes off like every 2 turns with his ultimate, and it's then Surfer or Deathpool are just killing people. I really wish Deathpool would attack again when she kills something. That would be good. Alright, so I know Maw's a healer. Thanos, I think he's a raider, right? And then you're going to have Cloak being your skirmisher. So does that mean you do Dagger as a striker? Add extra strike ability? Right, I mean, if I'm going down through here looking at this, my Thanos is a raider, right? That's the raider mechanic. Yep, that's what I was guessing. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so it's a double striker combination using the Thanos and the Maw. Good, good. Yeah, Cloak's definitely skirmisher. Man, really? It's just too expensive. earn some more. But that means I can go over here. I will post this up here, that after careful consideration, talking, and doing some play testing kind of stuff, that we have figured it out. I can wholeheartedly concur with you on that, Swole. It seems very solid. I was going to go with like a Raider with her or something like that, because I was going to have Doom, Silver Surfer, and Deathpool as my 3 strikers, and then Cloak would be a skirmisher, and I was like, maybe we should put an extra one to apply vulnerables, so maybe Raider for the extra crit on her. That was how I was going to go. But if you're saying that in 1.1 the survivability rate, because I'm not playing in 1.1, so I'm going to trust you on this one, that in 1.1 having Thanos and Maul in there gives the extra survivability, acting as the double battery charge benefits, then you want to run Cloak as skirmisher, which I knew he needed to be a skirmisher, and then you're going to go Dagger as an extra striker. We got this. We got it. We'll just let everybody know to run freaking double battery. All right. I think symbiotes are a semi-useful raid team because they still get the job done. I don't know if they'll sell us a whole new team. I do believe they are in the works of selling a new symbiote. Well, they just gave us a new skill team, like an after Silver Surfer. You now have Secret Avengers. You now have a new Mystic team in the new Warriors. So, yeah. Symbiotes are... They're not done. They still have a shelf life right now, but it's getting diminished because there's currently nothing better in the bio bracket than what the symbiotes are. Will there be a new bio bracket coming? Probably. Will they introduce a couple more symbiotes like Null and Riot? Maybe. But I'm also interested in knowing that when they do that, they're going to free up like Venom and Symbiote Spider-Man. I think if they're going to do that, they're going to introduce like Null, Riot, maybe Spider-Gwen, maybe Ben Parker version of Spider-Man. And then you could have Peter Parker, you could have Miles, you could have Ben Parker, you could have Spider-Gwen, and you could have throw Symbiote Spider-Man on it. But we'll see. I question-wise was, so that I don't get this lost, are symbiotes done? Currently, no. Will they be done? Yes. That's what it is. Well, Sims are still a decent attacking team in War. They can also be a good defensive team because of the heals they produce and generate. And if everybody has them at 750k plus, they might throw them in as a decent defensive team. I don't know where to throw them in at, and I want to see what they do. The rumor of Null coming, Riot. I mean, you those are possible ones coming. And when you have the Carnage in his new outfit, it kind of, I think they're leaning towards getting Null. I think they're trying to start focusing on the villains, because people like villains. These heroes they're giving us, they're kind of like, eh. But we've got Dormammu's going to be coming. Someone was saying Apocalypse. We have Omega Red coming. So Null and Riot, potentially really good characters to introduce into this mechanics. I still want Red Hulk, and I still want freaking Abomination, and I still want the Leader. I also want Sentinels, but what I want doesn't matter because I'm like a 160 subscriber YouTube channel. Nobody cares. Silver Sable would be nice in there too. Introducing a Silver Sable character would be good. What about Black Cat? You know, I mean, you don't really need much. I would love to see Spider-Gwen, Black Cat, Silver Sable maybe. Black Cat. I think Black Cat is more of an important character than Silver Sable. But Spider-Gwen, Silver Sable, Ben Parker variant. You know, I mean, and then rework Spider-Man. If you don't want the Ben Parker variant, just rework Spider-Man. Give us Spider-Man, Miles, Black Cat, Spider-Gwen, and then if you introduce Null and Riot, we can take freaking symbiote Spider-Man or Venom and throw in there. Silver Sable's cool, but Black Cat is like sexy love interest kind of gal. Like, she is the Black Cat. Black Cat. She's the Catwoman to Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? You had Catwoman for Batman, Black Cat for Spider-Man. So let me go over here and we'll put those on my new warriors, and that's what we'll start building. We'll start out at 3 and we'll work our way up. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have Spider-Man, I mean, his love interests were like Gwenpool, or not Gwen. I mean, I would love to see it as a Gwenpool or Spider-Gwen. And I think if you introduced her as Spider-Gwen, and then later on you had a costume of Gwenpool in the mix, and just, that way Gwen can do whatever she wants. Just call it Gwen Stacy, and then have the Spider-Gwen outfit, or the Gwenpool outfit on there. I'm not sure. I can't really look and see. I just don't have the golds when I'm stalled out at. Well, my death pool is already tier 15, so. You only need 81 to take a character all the way up, right? Why did that not go to 3? Gotta get some gold. What's the fastest way to get some quick chump gold just to sink into her? Yeah. Let's see here. Mine aren't. My SA is probably like tier 13s. Tier 14, tier 13, tier 14. So I'll have mine to tier 14 soon. I'll be right back. Yeah, breaking down that big monies. Let's see here. Where am I at? Am I even close to 14 mil yet? About 250,000 away. Need gold. So I got the Shang-Chi. No more bronze medallion fragments to be purchased. I'd like to get a few more bronze medallions. So let's see here. Do I purchase Maria Hill? I don't know, guys. I mean, that 6 stars with her would be great. And the Winter Soldier is a Hydra agent, right? So I'm going to have to upgrade him. It's showing I could take him all the way up to 5 green. Should I go ahead and take him to 5 green? Gonna have to have him eventually. Or should I just take him to 4? Because the 6 star required 4 green. And then hold off. Because I won't have anybody else at 7 stars. I won't have enough to go to 7 stars, so that would be a waste if I put all 5 on him right away. Like Fury's at 4, he'll be at 5 if he's not already at 5. This guy could be at 4. The other ones could go to 5s. What would you do, Swole? Well, see, I'm looking at it would get me super close to being at 6 stars. And if they're talking about the way it's going to unlock for him, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll put him at 4. I've got the credits right now. I might as well go ahead and put him at 4. Yeah, I won't need more than that. That's what I was thinking. I'll add him into the mix up there so that I don't forget to keep working on him. Who else am I working on right now? So I have to get through at least one more Doom Ray before I can do much else. I think that energy thing where you can get the T2 ions is going to be big, but it's going to be like one of those where you have to run through everything to get there. All right. Well, anyway, I'm getting ready to log out. It's 3 o'clock, so I ran an hour over than what I really intended to do. But thank you guys for coming. Thanks for talking. We've enjoyed a good evening together. We've talked about stuff. We've seen stuff. We've displayed some things. We talked through some imagery. We saw some good design ideas. The double battery mechanic, in effect. So, what I am thankful for is that everybody came and watched, enjoyed the show for the evening, learned some valuable information. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for participating. If you like what we do here on this channel, if you like my Friday night chills and showing stuff and doing some gameplay, letting you see some things happen as they go through, give me a thumbs up. Then, hit that like button and click the bell icon so you know when I stream again. There's also a Patreon. I'll put that in the message below. And we now have a Discord. So if you want to join our Discord server, please do. I'm not super active in it right now because my work schedule is still weird, but everybody else is in there. So hop in, ask questions, show and tell, do things like that. I will have a mail slot open up down there. So if you do have real questions, I will do my best from this point forward to check on it more often. It might be like I can only get to them on the weekends. So if you have a question about in-game stuff for me, I will discuss things with people here. We'll figure it out for you. We'll throw it up and do what we got to do. Tomorrow I might, if there's any mail questions on the Discord, I will probably put them up there and we'll do the stuff going. So the best thing you can do, if you really want to, you can join Patreon and be a patron. And if there's something else that I need to do, guys, let me know. If I need to figure out how to do something like, what is that? The other service that has in Twitch, where people can just pay people directly. Subscribe-Star. I think that's what it's called. If I need to set one of those up, something like that, you let me know if that's something that's more comfortable for you other than Patreon, because I know Patreon takes money out of it anyway. But hey, the best thing to do to support the channel, if you want to support this channel, is as follows. Click the subscribe button, click the like button, click the bell icon, put comments in when we're doing the live streams, and share the streams. Like when it's done and it's saved sitting there, send it to your friends. Have them come and join. Talk to everybody. Let's build this community. I would like to get to about 500 subscribers by Christmas. I think that would be huge for me. It's been over a year, and I've gone from 25 people to 75 people to breaking 100 to 160 now, 170. When we get to 200, I will do a special stream. I don't know what I will do. I will just do some kind of I'll eat cake, shove one in my face. I'll figure out something to do. But thank you all very much for being here. Thank you for coming and enjoying these streams with me. And hey, I hope you all have a blessed evening, blessed day. Stay safe, depending on where you're at. Blessed day or evening. And hey, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Wax Challenge PvP. Be there. Bye.